Hi, my amazing artist. In this video, we are going to learn to draw a self-portrait in the style of Tim Burton. If you don't know who Tim Burton is a movie director, artist. He has made several popular movies that you probably are used to watching, like Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, or just a few. But he has a signature style. He has really huge eyes. And usually their noses and mouths are tiny, and they have a very long, elongated neck and skinny. You are going to be able to add some features that are more similar to you, and you get to choose some of those things that are similar to Tim Burton. But let's get started on how to draw our Tim Burton portrait. So we're going to first start out with a gray piece of paper. So make sure it's vertical, long and tall. You're going to get a black stencil. This is going to be our frame. Make sure to kind of center it a little bit more lower on your paper, a little closer to the bottom, but not all the way, because we are going to add like a little ring, because this is like a frame hanging on a wall. So then we're going to take our pencil, go all the way around that stencil to get the outline of our frame. And then you're going to take this purple stencil, place it so that it's about equal all the way around. So it should be about a pencil's width around, and you can trace around that circle, or oval really. It's not a circle, it's an oval. And there we have like our frame outline. Then we're going to start here and make a circle at the top for the like little hook to hang our frame on, and then a smaller one inside. Now to begin, you can look at this sheet here for some examples of faces and heads, and here you can see we've got different shapes and they all have a thin neck. You can choose whichever shape you feel best fits your head or that you would want. I'm going to be choosing one that's a little more here like this because I feel like it is more similar to my face shape. So I'm going to put my head here. I'm going to just first draw that outline shape. And the heads, as you can see, are usually fairly big compared to the body. So I'm going to lightly sketch this first. And get that pointy chin. And then I'm going to make the neck, which is very skinny. Your neck should be probably at least 3 fingers long, or 2 at the least. And then we're going to add like a shirt. So our collar is going to be right here. So like here, I'm going to make that little C shape or smile. Really not C-shape, that curved line, and then I'm going to come across here and then just curve down. And this is going to become that shirt of mine. Now you're going to be able to choose your different hairstyles for you, whichever one best fits your face and matches your hairstyle. So that you'll get this packet, you can kind of pick which hair you want for your person. Again, it can match you just the best you can. It doesn't have to be how your hair is today. So if your hair is up in a ponytail and you want your hair down, you can do that. So I'm going to take this one because I feel like it matches perhaps my style the best. So I'm going to be drawing past this line because my head does have volume. So this was just a starter for the shape. So like here I'm going to start with that bangs or side part. And then I'm going to draw this line above the headline. And then come down. And maybe kind of come over here to the neck. And curve up a little bit. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now, my head would not have this line on it per se, so I'm going to erase that so it looks like my hair is all connected and on my head rather than looking like a I've got this line drawn through my head. Then if you want to have your ears show, you can, or you can have them not show. Now, if you want to add, headbands and things like that, you can. I'm going to add a headband to my hair. So what I'm going to do is draw that curved line, and then I'm going to come here right to where it ends, touch that line, come across, and come here. So they get like a little point, so it looks like it's sticking in my hair. All right, and then to give it a little bit more realistic texture, see I've got my lines here in my hair. I'm just going to draw some long and short lines here to show more hair texture. Some will be long, some will be short, medium, a little curved. Our next step is going to be choosing eyes. Again, you can choose like any kind you want. Just remember you're going to make them very large on your portrait. So what I'm going to do here is draw 2 large circles. Similar, I'm going to be doing eyes similar to those. Actually, I feel like this one could be, I feel like I'm going to move them over a little bit. I made them too far apart. Okay, and put that little circle here. I don't want to make it too tiny because I want to be able to fill that in. And then add those eyelashes that are similar to Tim Burton's trademark style. Then I'm going to choose a nose. You can choose any of these. It could just be like the 2 nostrils, which you would kind of put down here, or like this is kind of like almost like a side version of a nose. I'm going to be choosing this one right here. So I'm going to make 2 straight lines down, and then like the letter V upside down with 2 little lines in it. Okay, and once you have that, again, remember your noses aren't very wide either, so you can see he kind of got that side version. And then here we're going to put the mouth. Again, you can choose any of them. And if you want to have that line like you saw kind of down the middle to kind of give you an idea of where to put your lips, you can just draw very, very lightly so you can erase it later. I'm going to do this set of lips right here, so I'm going to draw that line here, and then I'm going to draw that upper lip. Again, I'm making them kind of tiny because, again, Tim Burton's signature style are very tiny lips, kind of thin and small noses with very large eyes. So there I kind of have my outline of my portrait. I'm going to erase that line there. And then I'm going to go in and add lines around my frame. Okay, you can just do straight lines if you want. If you wanted to do, if you have your frame here and you wanted to do kind of like a wiggle line instead, like that, you could do something like that. I prefer the straight. I just like how it looks. It kind of reminds me of some of the creatures Tim Burton has had in his like Beetlejuice video or movie, and some of like the Jack Skeleton costume and The Nightmare Before Christmas. So it just reminds me more of his style, that straight, clean line. Alright, and then we're going to now start to add parts of the clothing. So you want to just add here like 2 little lines here for those like arms of where your shirt would be. And if you want to add stripes to your shirt, you could just add stripes. You could add, leave just a little collar line here, like you could just make that like smile and another smile just to make it look like it's got a collar, and leave your shirt like that. You could make it a button-down shirt by drawing a line and then adding buttons. You could do a few different things. You can even put lines in there to kind of show that collar. If you want to draw, like here I've got on some overalls, I'm going to just draw 2 lines here, down, and a straight line across, and I'm just going to draw these lines to connect to that side of the shirt. Give it a button over here, and then I've got my black overalls on. And that's the basics of just how to draw your portrait. In the next video, we'll talk about how to color. I hope you had fun. Enjoy.